So what a big coincidence. I managed to finish 4th place at Ottawa Showdown in Riftbound this weekend. And coincidentally, last week, I finished also 4th place at Gen Con, and I both qualified for Riftbound Nationals, which is like the regional championship, and also Nats for Banner Fest in December for Gundam. So both qualified at the both games that I play, and I'm extremely excited about it. So today I'm gonna go do a deck profile on the deck, and I'm RussTCG. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, like. I know that 80% of you guys are not subscribed to my channel by watching my videos, so please subscribe, click on the subscribe button, click on the ring button, like this video, comment on what you think about my deck, and let's dive into what happened this weekend. So I managed to make top 8 with a record of 9-1-1, and it was insane run because I managed to go 4-0 on the Grinder event on Friday, which made me eligible to get a bye on the main event on Saturday and Sunday. And in order to make day 2, I need to go 5-2 or better, which is I did 7-0 on day 1. And on day 2, I lost my round 1 against the first place, which is also another 7-0 player. And after that, I went on to win 2 more games. So that brings my record to a 9-1, and I got paired against Prismat, which is my last video that I uploaded. He was best of Rengar, and he went undefeated throughout the whole tournament. And we went into a draw, ID we call it, so international draw. And after that, I end up playing top 8 against, I believe, the player on round 9, I believe. He was the coolest guy ever. I tweeted about him, and he was my top 8 opponent. Got paired against him again, so the second time I played him, and it's another Kennen mirror. So I think this weekend I went into 4 or 5 Kennen, and I was undefeated against Kennen, so basically like a 4-0, 5-0 against Kennen. So I don't think I even lost a game against Kennen. I don't think so. So possibly it will be like an 8-0 game against Kennen. And I think that's feel really good. I play against Hook Kennen, Miracle Kennen, and I think maybe like a Control Kennen. I'm not sure, maybe, but I won all of them. So today you're going to do a deck profile about the deck. So let's not waste time. Before that, and yeah, my prizes, I got 14,000 tickets. We decided to unanimously split the tickets in top 8 because we were allowed to do that in a official event, but not organized by Riot, something like that. That's what the judge said. So I managed myself to be able to get 4 boxes. So we got 3 boxes of Origin. I already opened them. So 4 boxes right here. And we got myself a box of Vendetta. And the pull was quite good. I got myself a pull a Jinx right here. And my friends, my teammates, got me the Funko Pop that I really wanted, which is Lucian. So I've been playing Lucians in set 2 and 3 before I switched to Sivir. So very happy with this. Thank you to my teammates. Shout out to Twisted. He got Best of Mel. And Bobby, aka XHell, he was on Draven. And he almost got the best of Draven, but he was short by 1 game, I believe. And Garen was on Yi. He didn't care about the best of. He tried to get his qualification. Yeah, that's mostly all. So right now, let's just dive into the deck list. I'm playing 3 Travel Merchant. So I think this is like the best 2-drop of the deck, because on the game that I'm not on Zon Warren, is just like extremely good. Because it allowed me to fill up my trash whenever I can, and by turn 2, if I'm on Minesfield, I can actually move in to conquer Minesfield, mill 2, discard 1, draw 1. So technically I already have 3 cards in the trash, and it's just like super good, excluding the cards I'm gonna play. So if I want to go a little bit more in details over here, so I'm gonna start with my battlefields before we go into more units. So it would be Zon Warren going blind, and I would have Minesfield going first, and I would have Forbidden Waste going second. So the strategy behind this is because I don't know what my opponent is playing. So Zon Warren will allow me to discard the cards that I don't need against my opponent on the blind. And instead of having dead cards in hand, even though I have Travel Merchant, so this is like an extra Travel Merchant, and it's a guaranteed Travel Merchant if I don't draw my Travel Merchant early turn 2, turn 3. So Zon Warren, it's the blind. Mindsfield is like the best battlefield going first because you're going to be the first one to conquer, and you try to mill your flow cards and you try to get like everything that you need to fill up your trash for Raza, or even potentially like just ditch out the cards that you can use her to fizz or last ride them back. So Mindsfield is just like the best battlefield going first, and Forbidden Waste is just insane because I'm playing 2 main deck up from the deep, which is the Tentacle, and I'm siding a third one against my opponent. I will go into the side deck to go more in depth with my sideboard pattern. And if you guys are interested, I'm potentially gonna release a Metafight guide. So I'm pretty sure gonna do the same thing as Gundam. What I did is I offered 50% off for the first 10 people, but I believe that the 10 people run out like really too fast. So I'm gonna probably offer 50% off for the first like 20 to 25 people. I don't know, like you guys drop in the comment below if you guys are interested in the Metafight guide. So I might potentially give you guys the discount code. Most likely the Metafight guide gonna come out on Wednesday. I still need to finish everything I have to finish for Gundam, and I need to write the Kennen one. I already have a lot of notes for myself, personal self, about sideboards and also matchups and also sideboards. So you guys will have access to my sideboard guide, and you guys can have access to my special text and how I play the deck. But this video will cover like, let's say 20% of it. But if you guys want more in depth, I'm pretty sure that you guys can get a lot of stuff done throughout this video, because I try to give value as much as possible, but a lot of in-depth stuff that I cannot cover in a, like, let's say a 10 to 20 minutes video. So that's mostly all. This video is unscripted, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna cover everything that I think that going through my head with you guys. And so right now, let's just go back to the units. Tide Turner, I'm playing a one-off because the reason why is Tide Turner you can discard it with Travel Merchant. I rarely play it on turn 1 unless if I don't get anything. I don't get a stack deck, I don't have a Travel Merchant, I don't get anything even after mulliganing. So most likely if I starting hand had a 2-drop, I'm most likely gonna keep it. And if I top deck a Travel Merchant, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Travel Merchant, go in, discard Tide Turner, draw 1, and late game, whenever I need a Tide Turner, I will just either gonna go last right, bring this back, and just swap to protect the card that was equipped with last right, so I don't need to pay last right again, and they're just gonna kill it. And what I'm gonna do is again, next turn I'm just gonna go in again, conquer, last right, bring back Tide Turner, and swap again. So that's something that I really do it very, very often. But most likely, after game 1, some people know that I'm playing Hidden Blade or Switcheroo. So when I hide a Tide Turner and have a Raza in the back, so people are just gonna be like, Tide Turner, Raza coming in for 6, and deal with it. So that's something that I usually do, but it depends. Like, I rarely hide Tide Turner, but that's part of the game plan. I think Kennen, it's a very, very hard deck to play, and I believe is the top S deck and is the best deck in the format. That's why I decided to play Kennen instead of Sivir. Last minute, I think on Thursday or on Friday, after going 0-1 and 0-1 at the grinder, I was about to say like, never mind, I'm not gonna play Kennen. But the thing is, like, I was very, very lucky. I pulled my Kennen over number on Thursday, so I was like, let's play Kennen because I got over number and I just want to play with it. So I was not planning to sell it, but it was cool enough, so I just decided to play with it. And I went almost to the final, so I think it was the right choice, and probably I'm gonna stick with Kennen. So you guys, I'm gonna hunt for you guys like what Prismat said for Rengar. So if you guys decide to play Miracle Kennen or any Kennen, I'm going for your head. So I'm playing 2 Fizz. I think 3 is too much. 1 is not enough because you want to see them, but you don't want to always see them. So that's the ratio between 1, 2, and 3. So 3 is a card that you really want to see early game. 2 copy is you want to see it, but not early enough, so more like in the middle. So if you play 1 copy, is something that you don't care, it's not your win condition. And I think 2 copies is perfect because Fizz will allow you to, for example, early game Fizz, if you really need to look for something, you can just like Fizz stack deck. You can Fizz into a Starcross, bring it back Fizz, and Fizz you can play it back again for another Starcross if you have another one in your trash. Or you can go like for Starcross something, and you play Fizz to Starcross the Fizz again from the trash and take back the Fizz. And just Fizz is just like way too good. So I think it's a 2 of, but sometimes I just don't really want to see it early. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mulligan Fizz and try to get it back like by turn 9, turn 8, turn 9. Most likely you're gonna see it back very, very fast if you mill a lot, and you're playing 12 stack deck basically. So 12 stack deck, that's about 36 cards. So plus your first 4 draw plus your mulligan, you most likely gonna see your whole deck by turn 8. Between 5 and 8, you're gonna see your whole deck. And I'm playing 3 Nocturnes. Nocturnes are insane. So it's exactly a free unit for 4 mites. Is just insanely good. If you draw them, a lot of people have been debating like you don't want to draw them, but you're playing 3 Travel Merchant, you're playing Zon Warren, you can just discard them. You don't really like care about them. So even if you draw them, it's just like an easy card to pitch. Like sometimes like you have like 3 cards in hand and you have like Rite of Wind, Last Rite, and Raza. You don't want to discard any of those cards. So technically you're stuck in a position that you need to discard a card that you need later on. So having a Nocturne in hand sometimes is just not bad. It's just like an extra card you can ditch for your trash to fill up your trash and also draw extra cards. And it's just like very good. And you guys can disagree with me, but drop in the comment below what you think about Nocturne. But Nocturne is just insane. So here is the next card will be Tell Clock Matriarch. Tell Clock is a very good card, but it was always sitting in my hand for, I think, throughout the whole weekend. It was my like plan C or plan D. That's what I said in one of my reply to someone asked me what I think about the card. It was always like sitting in my hand in case if Kennen dies, in case if I need a Fizz, in case if I need something. So what I can do is just like play Tell Clock Matriarch, bring back Fizz, target Starcross, bounce Fizz back to my hand. And that's just like insane loop. Like it's an infinite loop glitch that Matriarch is just like access. It's a toolbox. So it allows me to get whatever I want from the trash. So it's a one-off, but potentially maybe you're gonna try to just play either the 3 dropped that discard 1, draw 1. I forgot his name, but that one is actually a very good card. But the reason why, because this is like a 4 might. So 4 might, I can pump it into trading into Master Yi, that guarding like a Poro at 4 mites or something like that. So forcing them to go in with Master Yi, force them to use like a Discipline or On Guard or anything just to go over a 4 might. So, or maybe like even waste a Rengar. But most likely if I play a Tell Clock, I will have like a Raza in the back, just waiting to hunt them. So if they come in with like, let's say like a Rengar, like next turn, that's gonna come in with a Raza pumped or to trade with a Rengar. So a Raza cost me 0 and 1 power. So basically I'm just trading a Raza plus a Kennen pump. So I forgot to mention the Kennen pump. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go mention this. So the best part about Kennen is that whenever you play a card outside of your hand, you empower it. So it's just like a free +2 every turn. So it's the opposite of Master Yi. So Master Yi keep getting +2 on defense, but I just getting +2 on attack whenever I need it. So if this is, as long as this is empowered. So a Tentacle become a 3 mites, and any units that are a 2 drop become a 4 mites, a Fizz become a 5, a Nocturne become a 6, Matriarch become a 6, and my Raza become a 8 on attack. So it's just like very, very good. And especially with Rite of Wind, I can go in somewhere +2 and Rite of Wind the other side and still get the +2 assault. And also my chosen champion unit is the purple cannon. So this is the goated card. That's the best card for like turn 1 going second or turn 2 going first. and that allow you to just like seal, play it, stack deck, and sometimes like I go like, for example, like seal into Lightning Rush, and if I don't hit, let's say if I don't hit a Nocturne, what I'm gonna do is actually gonna tap my seal and play my Kennen. So a lot of people say, oh, I don't wanna stack deck turn one, I don't wanna like lose a rune. Like I'm like, just play your seal and use a Kennen has a plan B, and that's just fine. It's just like very, very fine to me to play that pattern if you have Lightning Rush. So it's just like insane, and Kennen gonna allow you to make 2 points, ride a win, come back safely back into base, and allow you to burn a card in the trash. Like burn 2 in the trash, and if you get a stack deck or you get a ride a win, it's just insane. You're just gonna play this, pass, next turn, ready, go in, flow ride a win the other side, flow stack deck, draw 3 look at 3 cards, draw 1, and just bring back Kennen safely in the base. It's just like, it's the best turn 1 play, I believe, like in the game right now, because it's threatening for 6 might. Like there's nothing that's 6 might by turn 2. If you open it, you force your opponent to go double hold, and I'm just gonna go in one side, get points, right away the other side to crash the 2 units. It's just like, just too good. And the next card would be Raza. I think Raza is one of the best cards in the deck right now, because Raza, it's a 6 might for 0 cost mid-game when you are popping off. That's how I call it. When you pop off, it means that you're going to go like Lightning Rush into stack deck, into Kennen right away, and your trash going to be at 10 by turn 2 or turn 3. So this deck is just like insane when it pop off. So when you don't get that combos, what you do is just play normal Riftbound. Normal Riftbound is just tempo, go 2, 4, 6, or let's say going to 1, 3, 5, and you drop Harrowing with Baron, and you just double conquer, and you finish off the game at 5. So there's multiple lines, there's an infinite line of this deck. I don't think I'll be able to cover every single thing, but Baron is just like the MVP against purple. Like purple and blue cannot do anything about Baron, and they cannot counter it unless they have like a hard bargain in hand. But most likely if they tapped out, I go hard bargain, I think it's over. Like they cannot deal with Baron with a 12 might and giving +2 to everything else, and that's just like insane to me. Nothing much to say. Baron, like, it's just Baron. I've been playing Baron since I play Sivir, and it's just doing amazing work. And I'm playing 3 Lightning Rush, so it's just like a less broken call shot. I think Lightning Rush is actually better than Call Shot because it doesn't cost you a power to play it. It only costs you 1. So technically in the deck, you're just playing like 6 stack deck to me. So you're playing 3 stack deck, 3 Lightning Rush. And if I have the choice to play which one, 100% I'm playing Lightning Rush before stack deck. And whatever it's remaining in my deck, I just want to stack deck and put them back in my deck. So Lightning Rush is a flow. So like I said, like you can take value from Travel Merchant. Sometimes I just even move trigger Travel Merchant, discard Lightning Rush, and draw 1 and use Lightning Rush from trash to get back the card. So technically, it's a Pot of Greed. If you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys know Pot of Greed is just allowing you to draw 2 cards. So technically, Travel Merchant plus Lightning Rush, that is driving you 2 cards for the price of 1 and having a body on the board. So it's just like very, very good. Stack deck, best drawing card in the game right now. So nothing much to say about it. I'm playing 2 Gust. Gust is insane against Yi. I'm having a 3rd copy in a sideboard, so I'm going to talk more about sideboard later, but Gust will allow me to, for example, remove a Poro, remove a Crab, remove a token, remove a Tentacle, or let's say if I don't have Tentacle, against Yi, they're defending at 2, but when I go in, they're going to be defending at 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Gust them, force them to use a pump spell, or even if they go into attack, I'm going to Gust them to stopping them from scoring the points and forcing them to waste resources from the hand. So whenever I come back to attack, they have less pump spell, and it forced them to not be able to counter my attack on my turn. So Gust, it's multi-purpose. It's a defensive and offensive card. It's insane in this deck. And I'm playing 1 Hard Bargain. And Hard Bargain is just, I think, the reason why people ask me why I play Hard Bargain instead of Abandon is that the reason is Hard Bargain can efficiently counter a spell and did not getting it back in their hand. So for example, if they go, for example, like a punch first with 1 mana open, I just hard bargain it, and I don't want to give them back punch first, Starcross, or a rebuke, or anything that they're gonna reuse it back on me for a game. So hard bargain, when they tapped out, I'm just gonna hard bargain it right away and gain the tempo. And most likely, you hard bargain a very, very crucial tempo push card, you most likely win the game unless you're behind. But I think it's fine for me. I'm playing 3 Ride to Win. Ride to Win is the best card combo. So a combo deck requires multiple cards, but with Kennen, since Kennen is your chosen champion, it's a 1 combo card. So basically what you need to do is just play Kennen, pass, and next turn Kennen, it's active, you're gonna just go in, conquer, Ride to Win to the other side, and have a Ride to Win for the next turn for Kennen, and you're gonna target another card. So it's a 1 card combo, that's how I call it. And Ride to Win, it's insane on 8 runes at 5 points, because what you can do is you can conquer one side, you play Harrowing, and you go score up points, Ride to Win, Baron into the other side, and after that you just move Baron back, and like if they stop it, then you're just gonna move Baron back, or if they don't stop it, then just Ride to Win for 8 points and you win the game. So I think Ride to Win Baron is just like insane combo to win at 5 points. And over here I play 1 Hidden Blade. Hidden Blade is just like I attack with a tentacle, I hide a Hidden Blade. It's either a hidden, if my opponent has a lot of cards, I don't care. I just get a Hidden Blade their unit, so my tentacle can score for 2 points. And most likely I'm gonna Hidden Blade my own tentacle to draw 2 cards, and while I have another tentacle in base, and my tentacle is gonna go back in to score again. But if I know that that unit's way too big, that I cannot kill it, I'm just gonna Hidden Blade their card. And same thing with Rebuke. Rebuke is a 1-of. Most likely, if I draw it, I keep it. Unless it's a very small might deck, for example, another purple deck. Most likely, I'm not going to Rebuke them. But against any orange, yellow, or even potentially like green deck, they cannot defy Rebuke. So Rebuke, I would prefer Rebuke over Hidden Blade, especially against Aurelia deck. So for example, they equip like 3 gears on it, and I don't care about the deflect cost. I'm just gonna Rebuke them. I have seals, so I'm gonna pay with the seal for the deflect cost. I can play the Rebuke with seals. So technically, if I have 2 seals, Rebuke is costing me only 2 runes. So it's just insane. Same thing with Switcheroo. It's another hidden card. Switcheroo, it's paired perfectly with low might units. For example, when you have like a tentacle at the battlefield, you hide Switcheroo, and you go to tentacle the other side, you hide a Hidden Blade. So you throw the ball onto their board, and you don't really care because you have seals. When you have seals, you can just tap a seal, hide a Switcheroo, and it's just like an insane card to play against your opponent, and you don't really need much from it. I'm playing 2 Tentacle. That's for going blind because there's a lot of Draven in the meta. So when I play against Draven, I side the up from the deep out of my deck because I don't want my opponent to draw. And it's just like quite insane to me. And up from the deep is, I think it's a card that allows you to score for 4 points. So what I mean by 4 points is you're gonna play it, get 2 tokens, pass, your opponent gonna put a unit, pass, and after that you're gonna double conquer for 2 points, and you're gonna defend your tokens if you can. If you cannot defend your tokens, what you're gonna do is gonna flow this, empower your Kennen, get 2 more, and just pass your turn, or you're gonna stack deck Lightning Rush to get like an extra like Nocturne or something like that. So that's perfectly on curve going first, and going second, then you're gonna be at 5, you're gonna have 2 up. You can play like, for example, like a Lightning Rush, a stack deck, leaving 2 up for a Ride to Win. You can leave 2 up for a Rebuke, or like even just like instead of hiding a Switcheroo, you can just like play the Switcheroo. Or you can even play the Hidden Blade, but most likely I'll prefer just hiding a Switcheroo, or like just keeping 2 up for a hard bargain in case if you want to do something sneaky. And I'm playing 2 Starcross. I think 3 is too much 2 is perfect number. 1 is not enough because you're playing 2 Fizz. You want to have 2 Fizz, 2 Starcross, or you can do 2 Starcross, 1 Fizz. It's fine to me, but I think I want to see my Starcross. I believe Starcross is good, but I think that I sometimes prefer Rebuke because you cannot be defied, but Starcross is insane because, for example, if you play Starcross, they defy it, and you're just gonna go Fizz Starcross again. So unless they have two defy, then if they have 2 defy, good for me. Like, they have no more defy for the whole game. And I have 1 Shadow of the Past. So Shadow of the Past is insane because Shadow of the Past allow you to take back Fizz, it allow you to take back Raza, it allow you to take back Travel Merchant or Tide Turner or a Kennen. Sometimes I'm gonna go for Shadow of the Past, get back Tell Clock with a Raza, and I'm gonna play Tell Clock, empower it, bring back Fizz, Starcross, take back Fizz, and after that I'm gonna play another Raza, and I'm gonna play back Fizz, Starcross, the back row, and pass my turn. So I feel like that's just insane. Like, those are just combos when you go into late game into a control deck. Like, you try, I think the Miracle Kennen is just insane because it allows you to play it as a toolbox. So back in Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe like 15 years ago when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, a toolbox deck, it was a deck called Stratos. Like, you're gonna just go like put a card, they're gonna search a card and take that card and discard it to draw 2 cards and use your trash to play cards from the trash and back. So you just loop, infinite loop. It's like a hack. Like, you just like infinite loop your opponent. And yeah, so I feel like this is a good deck in the same type of style. Depending on what you want to play, the deck can be an aggro, mid-range, even like a late game control. It's just depending on how you want to do it, how you want to plan to play, and it's just like your play style, and you can just keep switching gear. And I like this type of decks. So I'm playing 3 Seals. I think this game is very rough when you don't draw your seals, and when you draw your seals, you're just popping off. So your number 1 priority is just like stack deck, Lightning Rush into your seal into Ride a Wind, into Kennen, into Fizz. Like, it's just like a huge loop. So it's just depending on how you want to play. Do you want to be conservative or you're not going to be conservative? And yep. And my last gear will be a Last Rite. I'm playing 1 copy of it because at first I was very depending on Last Rite. I play Last Rite the most in Riftbound. I think for the last 3 formats, I've been playing Last Rite with Miracle Draven. I'm playing Last Rite with Sivir, Aura. I'm playing Last Rite right now with Kennen. So Last Rite is the best card, I think the best gear in the game at the moment. So before we go into the side deck, I'm gonna mention that I'm playing 9 purples and 3 yellows. The reason why I play 3 yellow is only because of Hidden Blade and 1 card from my side deck. So one of my cards in the side deck would be Divine Judgment. So I play Divine Judgment for any decks that has like a big board and very rune dependent. So what I'm gonna do is, for example, like I'm just gonna like Divine Judgment and Ezreal. I'll Divine Judgment like any decks that has very wide board, like even potentially like maybe like Reksai, or like any deck that has a lot of gears and they need the runes to play their game. So. But I also play Downwell against Aura, against Reksai. Like, I just like go, for example, like I'm at 6 point, I Downwell, I take back all my Raza, and I take back my shovel and everything that I need. I just slam back 3 Raza on the board and I just pass my turn. Deal with it. You have nothing to deal with my board, and I think it's just like GG for you. Like, I don't think there's anything you can do. So I'm playing the 3rd Gust. Most likely gonna side in the Gust against Yi or any aggro deck. Any deck that goes super fast, they're just gonna like just drop 2 drops. And even against Reksai, I go like Gust their 2 drops. I'm stopping their tempo, prevent them from scoring. That's insane. So when you're playing, ask me why I'm not playing Hard Bargain. Abandonance of Hard Bargain. I have 1 Hard Bargain in the deck. So this is against Lux, Renata, or any combo deck that are mana heavy. So for example, Promising Future, you go in Progress Day, I'm just gonna abandon that and take it back, and I just look on the top, and look on the top. If I get a Nocturne, I can put a Nocturne out. I can cheese you out with a Nocturne from Abandon. It's not likely to happen, but if it happens, it's insane. salvage for any like gear deck. The mirror, if I'm opponent playing mirror last right, they come in trying to conquer and get a point. They recycle 2 cards and they try to bring back a unit that's gonna salvage that on any attack. And salvage can be for Aurora, it can be like for almost anything that play gear deck. And I'm siding in third up from the deep. Up from the deep allows me to play turn 1 against going second against opponent. I need to aggro them out for extra points. So up from the deep got me majority of the time 2 to 4 points per game. So going second, it's insane. You have the option to play Kennen, or you have the option to play up from the deep. And I'm playing 3 Riven Bloom Perfect, so it's gear removal against Aurora, Poppy Aurora, any gear heavy, even potentially maybe against against Azir. Sometimes if they put the BF swords or they play like a big gear that's gonna allow them to push to the finish, like I might just play a Riven Bloom, but I rarely side it against Azir because I don't want to lose a 3 might unit to pop a 3 might gear, but I might do it if I feel there's a problem. And I'm playing an extra pair of last right because if my opponent decide to go in for gear removal on game 2 and game 3, I need to sign in a second one just in case. And against against orange deck, most likely they're gonna sabo my last right. So I want to make sure that I have a second one in case if I need it. And I'm playing an invert timeline against, for example, Aurelia or any decks that are very, very like big hand size. So I'm gonna go like invert timeline, discard their whole hand, and just for example, like if it's the last turn of the game and they try to go for game, or they have like let's say like 3, 4, 5 mana up, I force them to use their defy on this. And if they defy this, I can potentially just gonna go like Fizz invert timeline, and or gonna go like Fizz invert timeline and discard my Baron and try to fish for my Harrowing or something like that. I don't know, like there's like so many options that can do it invert timeline. So I side this against Ezreal, against Aurelia, against Kaisa, against any deck that has heavy spells, heavy drawing, heavy hand advantage. I just want to shut them down and reduce their hand, because most likely if they go like Stupefy and look for cards, I know they're looking for specific cards. So I'm going to invert timeline them, just try to discard the cards that they have in their hand just to finish the game. So I think this wrap up my deck profile for my deck, and I hope you guys like it. If you guys are interested for the meta fight, just drop comment below. I will give you guys the code for the 50% off on the first 20 guide. And if you guys like this type of video, please subscribe, like, and join me. Follow me on X, follow me on Instagram, and we're gonna talk and join the Discord channel. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and on to the next one.